Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for today's video, which is going to be creating this everyday makeup look with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. So let's get into it. I did already start off with my under makeup moisturizer. I like this moisturizer because it's really lightweight. I am going to use a primer. I want to play with everything. I want to play with all of my makeup. I'm just going to play with one of my favorite palettes and create a look for the day and just chat with you and let you know like why I've been away. So starting off with my primer. Gosh, where do I begin? It's been about 3 weeks since I filmed, maybe give or take a little bit. And so where I've been is a few weeks ago. So in recent months, I've been just becoming a lot more active. If you're new here, you might not know that I was bedridden 2 years ago. For a couple of years, like I could barely hobble around. I could barely hobble 3 feet to my bathroom. I was in a lot of pain. Long story short, I had a surgery that saved my life because I was literally on the verge of my life ending. And I was just so very ill. Anyway, so in the last 2 years, we're literally coming up on my 2-year anniversary of that surgery. And that's like when I chopped off my hair. And so my hair has been just like growing back. And yeah, that's another thing I want to talk to you about. Like, I don't know what to do about my hair. But anyways, let me get back to the story. So what makeup am I going to use? I was like, I don't think I'm very cool tone anymore. I haven't been in the sun for a while, so I'm going to go with the W3. Let's see how, I'm going to use just the W3 today, and let's see how that matches. Yeah, so I like have been really just slowly getting better over these last 2 years. I've been like regaining my abilities and just really excited to be able to do things again. Literally, like my makeup has gotten better again because I can use my hands and, you know, just I can do all kinds of things again. Like I'm still not perfect. I'm still getting there. But anyways, so during this time, I've been really excited that I have just been able to do things again. And I actually have like the time and freedom this time in my life to enjoy like hobbies whenever I want to, instead of like just trying to squeeze them in after work and on the weekends type of thing. Like, I mean, I do still do hobbies during those hours, but now it's by choice, not because I don't have any other time of my life that's free. Anyway, so if you saw on my stories, last year for Christmas, last year around this time, I got a bike for Christmas and I was really excited. Wasn't quite ready to go bike riding yet, but I knew that I would be soon-ish. And so, you know, my husband was excited to have me like up and out of bed again and active. And so he got me a bike for Christmas because the bike that I had before, I ran over it. I ran over it in the garage. Anyway, so I damaged the frame to the point that we weren't even going to try to keep it or repair it. And so he got me a bike. Well, I haven't been bike riding all that many times yet, but I have been enjoying bike riding. And so that just got me to like wanting to do more hobbies and be more active and do more things. Okay, let me look at this shade match. I feel like it is a little bit light. Probably could have used just like a touch of the neutral 4. I've got N4 in the other shade. I could have probably used just like a touch of that, but this isn't too bad. It's close enough. Anyhow, I'm still testing out my replacement Rephr brushes, and I've got some updated thoughts. So expect a video on my updated thoughts on my Rephr brushes very soon. But yeah, so it's really hard for me to talk and do makeup at the same time. So if I do things out of order or whatever, like, just roll with it. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roll with it. Anyhow, I was trying to give my Huda Beauty Concealer a break. I think I'm going to use this one today. Yeah, so I was really enjoying going bike riding and stuff, and it just like made me start reminiscing to like some of my other physical activity hobbies that I really used to enjoy. And I remembered how I loved to go rollerblading. Yeah, rollerblading. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might remember seeing in my stories a few weeks back that I got some new rollerblades, and I was super excited. Where's my concealer brush? I'm sure you can see where this is headed. I was really excited about it, and I thought to myself, yeah, you know, I told my sibling that, hey, you're not going to believe what I just got. I just got some rollerblades. And my siblings started laughing at me, and they were like, yeah, you're going to bust your ass. And I was like, no way, dude. I never used to fall when I went rollerblading. I was really good at it. Plus, I'm not like super wild. I'm not like out there trying to do tricks and stuff. I'm just literally rollerblading, like barely moving. And or at least that's how it was over 25 years ago, which was the last time that I rollerbladed. Sure you see where this is headed. So, do I want to use this for highlighter or maybe under eye setting powder? What brush do I want to use? I have too many brushes in that little container. Like, I have too many brushes. I might need to weed some out. Anyways, so my husband and I go rollerblading, and literally as soon as we get out of the car, he's like all talking about, I'm going to be, you know, zipping along and we're going to race and I'm going to beat you and this and that. And I'm like, dude, you're going to break your neck. I was like, I'm not racing. I'm barely going to be just like gliding along. Okay. And he was like, okay. And so he was like, who do you think is going to be the first one to fall? And right away I was like, you are. And then as soon as I said that, I knew instantly. I was like, no, I am. He started laughing. I was like, yeah, pretty sure it's going to be me. And I got no further than 3 feet away from the car where I started with my rollerblades on. And I fell like I was going up the, like the opening to the sidewalk to where you go from a parking lot up to the actual like park sidewalk, you know? And the fact that I had to go up a hill, I lost it. Lost my balance. My husband was behind me, like a little ways behind me. It's not like he could help me. I lost my balance. I fell back. I fell forward. I don't know how I managed to do that. I guess I bounced off the side of my, like I fell on my side. Okay. I fell backwards on my side. I was worried that I was going to hit my butt bone because like I already have a lot of back injuries, and I was like, no. And so I twisted over to my hip and tried to catch myself so that I wouldn't break my hip. Thank God I've got so much cushion right now in my life, because that's why I bounced up. It hurt, don't get me wrong, but it didn't hit bone to cement like what I used to be like, bone with a little bit of muscle over it. And yeah, so I hit the floor pretty hard, cut my knee, bruised my hand really, really bad. Like right here, it hurts so bad. I was so lucky that I didn't break anything. I thought for sure I had like broke my wrist because, sorry, because I hit the ground so hard. I was just like, no way I didn't break anything. It was unbelievable. My husband said that he just saw me go. He goes, I don't know how you managed to hit both sides, but I just saw you like boom, boom, boom. It's like you fell everywhere. I was like, yeah, I did. I bounced back up and fell again. And like when it happened, I laugh. Okay. I was laughing really hard. I laugh when I'm in a lot of pain. Okay. I laughed my way through natural childbirth, like literally. Okay. And anyhow, so I was in a lot of pain and I was laughing, and my husband was like, are you okay? And I was down on the ground. I was like, get these fucking things off my feet. I cannot even make it back to the car. I was like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, seriously, what was I thinking? Dude, I haven't done, like, I'm not even to where I feel like I can go jogging really well yet. Okay, what on earth would possess me to think that I can do rollerblading? I don't know. Big mistake. Yeah, so anyways, I was really injured for a while to the point that I couldn't like use my hand or anything. And it was crazy. Okay, so that was the Rephr 25, my big fluffy Rephr 25. It's working out really great. Here is the Rephr 04, my new Rephr 04. Let's see how that works today. What blush do I want to use? I feel like, do I want to do anything? I kind of want to get more use out of this NARS palette, but what keeps me from using it is that literally every single blush is just so shiny. I like a glowy blush. I do, but I don't want a highlight blush. And so, there's just so much shine to these that I'm not really sure if that's my vibe today. I'm kind of feeling a little bit more matte-ish, but yeah, let's start off with the matte blush in here. Let's see how that takes us. Is that the one? I think so. I think that's the matte one. I don't really even know now. Anyhow, yeah, so while I was sitting there in agony trying to heal, obviously time started to go by. And then, I don't know, time passed, and then I got used to like not filming and all this stuff happened. And I've just been also kind of like a little bored with the makeup releases. Not bored with makeup in general, because I love makeup, but I also haven't been wearing much makeup lately. Yeah, since I hurt myself, it was too hard for me to hold, like to use my hand, and I couldn't like bend my wrists to do my face, plus my back and everything was hurting. So I didn't want to like excessively strain to wash my face each day. So I wasn't wearing makeup for those first couple of weeks while that like went over. And then it started like raining really bad, and we had rain for like a week, and that's not normal here in Texas. So, or at least not around my parts. And so it was really gloomy, and I didn't want to film. I had horrible lighting, and yeah, I actually did film like something that I was going to post for Halloween about like some scary stories, but I decided like I didn't edit it or anything, because by that time I had hurt my hand, and then like I just didn't want to do anything anymore. Oh, I forgot I wanted to try this blush brush. What blush can I use? I'm just here like trying to use my makeup, and so I really like having all of my stuff all around me where I can just like be inspired when I see it and play with it. Okay, so this is going to be my very first time to use a squirrel mixed brush. I've never used a squirrel brush of any kind, even though I did buy the holiday trio last year from Sonia G, the squirrel eye brush set. I've still to this day never washed them and used them. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, that goes on so nice. It's just like a beautiful paintbrush. It's really soft though. That's nice. Okay. Now I see the fuss with the squirrel brushes. Okay. Beautiful, really soft. I don't think I'm going to be buying any more goat hair brushes, because that was it. Like, I've got plenty of them. Okay, so Also, I've decided that for my brows, I'm going to try to use my ColourPop Gone Matte palette instead of like this, because this is really, really dark and it is just kind of like one shade. Plus, this is like probably 3 years old now. And this is brand, sorry if you heard my stomach growling. It's almost time for me to eat breakfast. Yeah, anyway. This is brand new, and in reality, like, when am I gonna choose a ColourPop palette over, like, say, my Patrick Ta matte palette or even my Violet Voss matte palette? I've got a lot of matte palettes, come to think of it, like several, and I love matte eyeshadow. And although these are pretty good, I recently did a giving ColourPop another chance video. If you want to check that out, I'll link that up here in the eye and down below in the description box. Check that out when this video is over if you want. But yeah, I was really happy with how these powders performed, how these mattes performed and everything. But in reality, like, except for like if I'm going to go traveling somewhere where I don't want to take any of my really nice makeup, but I still want to do a really pretty simple matte look or something like that, take some mattes with maybe like a small thing of shimmers or something. Like that would be a great time to use this palette. But I decided that I like how these mattes have a variety of tones. And instead of having my brows look so like one depth, I feel like this would give me a chance to maybe customize the color a little bit of my brows. So yeah, I'm going to be using, I ordered these 6 brushes here from a Chinese website, like from AliExpress, on the recommendation of one of my fude co-parts. One of my fellow fude group members. And so anyway, there's 2 separate things that I ordered. These all came together as these brushes. Hold on. This set of brushes here all came as one set, and then this one was individual by itself. And I've not used them yet. I have washed them. These are Chinese handmade brushes. They're not fude because they're not Japanese made, but also they probably don't take delicate care in how they collect the hairs and things like that. Yeah, but so it's going to be my first time to check them out. If you're interested in my thoughts, I do plan on doing a video about these later. I will say my first impressions after initial wash are these fluffy ones are horrible. Look at, I don't know if you could see, I don't know if you can see the hairs sticking up like outside of the actual brush. Like it just started losing, I don't know if they're longer like that and they weren't cut right or they weren't bundled properly or what, but I feel like the fluffy brushes aren't going to be it. Maybe this one, because this one doesn't have a lot of like hairs sticking out. It actually does. I see one. Anyhow, I also didn't realize these handles were as short as they are. So although these were only $28 and they are natural hair brushes and they're really soft, I think. Like I haven't used them yet, but they feel soft to the touch. Even though all of that, I kind of wish I would have not bought them. But I have them, so I'm going to use them. And that leads me back to what started that off was I'm going to try this one for the brows. Maybe this one will be good for my brows because it is short. Okay. I literally haven't gotten anywhere with my makeup. Wow, super powdery. This brush is really dense. It might be a little bit too much. Yeah, I just feel like using this palette for, you know, some of my like base items like brows and things like that will be a good way for me to get to use this palette, because otherwise I just don't think I'm ever really gonna reach for it. I mean, I had got it because I really wanted to just see, but I'm kind of like trying to not do that anymore because like I don't need to see. You know, I just want to stick with like the best. And like, I know ColourPop ain't it, you know? Anyways, I was just curious though about their mattes, and I had just really been itching for one of the larger ColourPop palettes because lately I've been getting into larger palettes. I don't know what that's about, but I just like having like a bunch of options all in front of me in one little seating to where you really can do so many different things with that one palette. And I don't know, it's just like really fun for exploring your creative side of, instead of being so limited and having to be creative with a limited color story, you can be creative with like a bunch of colors. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I like the way that color matched my brow a little bit better than the Natasha Denona one. It is a little bit warm, just the slightest bit warmer than that deep brown in the Ayana palette, but I feel like it keeps it from looking too heavy. Oh, and there is one that's a little bit deeper and more cooler tone, so I just used that one. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a few of this like really dark one, just to kind of like create some shading and stuff. But yeah, so Halloween just passed. It's currently like 2 days after Halloween, and I had so much fun seeing all the cute little trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood. It's been so nice to see like my community grow, because like me and 2 other houses were the first houses in this community, and so now there's like hundreds of houses in the community and there's like multiple phases and stuff, but like we were the first ones, and everybody that the 2 families that were here before me like already moved away, so now I'm the like long-time resident. Like I'm just really weird. I'm like the grandmother resident or whatever. Just kind of crazy to say, but especially because I've always moved around a lot in my life, and I always wanted to move around. Like I was one of those that wanted to like move every 3 years to a new state or a new city so that I could like just get to see what it was like to reside there, instead of seeing things as like, say, a tourist. Okay, so now I'm going to use this really small brush here as a, like with my paint pot, and just see how that works. I actually don't have any fude brushes that I have been using for my eye base, so this is nice to have a soft animal hair. And it is like, because I'm not doing actual eyeshadow with this, it's okay that it's short because it helps me like really get in here easily, but I don't need, like I can do light pressure and I'm not trying to blend anything out like with a feathered powdered look. So I feel like it's okay for me to be with this short handle because I don't need quite as much control. Anyway, it sounds like my husband's coming down, so hold on. Let me get my eyes primed, and I'll be right back to start the eye look. Wait, hold on. So let me get my eyes primed and I'll be right back to start the eye look of the day. Okay, so I've also got here, I did order the new Rephr eye brushes, the mini set. I don't want the maxis because like I've got small eyes. I don't like, the original numbers are already too big for me in most cases. So I was really excited to see this mini version come out, but I'm going to be testing those out today along with just like my other brushes. So, all right. I'm going to be creating a look today with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. I am so excited that this palette is back in stock so that you can get it if you really want it. I love this palette so much. It is so beautiful and user-friendly. I absolutely love this palette. All right, I'm going to start off with a Rephr 15, and I just want to build my crease. Sorry if you hear the ice maker. I'm going to start off with this really soft, well, hold on now, let me think. I'm going to take this one here and just start to build a really soft crease. I want to do a pretty neutral look, but I do want it to have like, I don't want it to be too plain, is what I'm trying to say. Hold on, okay. I love that matte. Oh my God. That's like one of my favorite colors for my eye look. I literally could do just that and the eye is done. Like if I was going to work, that's what I would do. No eyeliner, no mascara, just like maybe a little bit of powder shadow for a liner, like on the outer side of my edges. But yeah, let me know if you would want me to do a how I actually do my makeup for work video, because it's very different than how I do my makeup usually. Did you just come downstairs? That must be one of the dogs. All right, so I feel like that's a nice start right there. Hi, baby girl. So all the makeup releases that have come out lately, like, are not it for me. Okay, none of them. Like they've got all these like seed oils in them and stuff. Like I saw that, it's just a clean blender. I saw that Allie Glines started her new brand, and as soon as she made that announcement, I was like, oh my God, I'll bet you anything this is gonna have seed oils in them and I'm not gonna be able to buy it. So I went and checked her ingredients, and sure enough, all kinds of seed oils. And yeah, like I'm not super into the whole, oh, clean makeup, because like, I mean, I've been wearing makeup for a long time and it started off with a lot more toxicity in it, I guess. But I've been slowly just trying to clean things up a little bit. And seed oils are one thing that I've taken out of my life. And I've watched my health improve so much. And so the last area of it is the makeup. And so like I've stopped buying or using any products that have any seed oils in them at all. Lipstick, lip gloss, eyeshadows, powders, foundations, primers, setting sprays, anything. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. Cause yeah, like I'm not here trying to have like autoimmune reactions, you know, just for makeup. That's the problem with most indie palettes. Most indie palettes have seed oils in them. And that's aside from the fact that they use pigments and that they're not eyeshadow palettes. And so, you know, they're not safe for the eyes anyways, and I get eye irritation. But yeah, so like I don't use things with seed oils. And that's what makes Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona so much better than all of the indie brands that don't use the higher end ingredients and end up, you know, cutting corners by using literally ingredients that are toxic for you. So, you know, people are wondering why they're having autoimmune disorders and stuff like that. Well, you know, check your makeup too, not just your foods. I mean, obviously it starts with the food, but it's also about like, I was just looking at my dog down there. It's also about like what you put on your skin and in your hair, you know, because like all that gets absorbed into your scalp and into your bloodstream, which is not healthy. And I know a lot of people think that it's like no big deal to have these things in makeup and stuff, but when your body starts shutting down and slowly stops functioning and you're trying to literally fight to get your life back, you'll start to pay attention to things like that too and start to realize the importance of it. So, I mean, I'm not wishing you any ill will or anything like that. Of course not. I'm just saying it's inevitable because the body can only take so much onslaught against the autoimmune before it's going to start to shut down and you're experiencing autoimmune disorders. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's how it happens. And there's no way around it because you have an immune. So all these people getting like injections and fillers and breast augmentations, you know, they all start to suffer from autoimmune disorders and they don't realize it. But it's a slow building process because, again, the body is trying to fight it and it slowly gets worn down over time. But you do experience symptoms of that all along the way. It's just, it takes us as humans a while before we really start to pay attention because we're stubborn. And we've been taught to push through and to be tough and, you know, to get the job done at all costs type thing. And, or, you know, that's how it is in America anyway. And so I've really stepped back from that kind of mentality. I no longer like try to put on a brave face and make myself look better than I feel type thing, and hide when I'm sick by making my makeup look even better, you know, so you don't know how crappy I feel kind of thing. And, you know, like that's how I used to operate. And quite frankly, that really did me a disservice, because when I just all of a sudden popped up, like it seemed to everybody else like all of a sudden I just popped up completely incapacitated. And they didn't really get to see the slow progression of that happening, because I hid it with makeup and looking beautiful and trying my best to cover it and to push on, you know, forge on and get the job done at all costs type thing, you know. I mean, like as a mom, as a single mom, especially back when I was a single mom, as a single mom especially, like you don't have a choice but to do things like that, you know. Did I just get some fallout? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I did mess up my blush. So I'll have to go back and fix that. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, I am so excited to be playing with makeup again. I literally haven't worn makeup in weeks. The last time that I wore makeup was the Sultry eyeshadow palette. That was the last time that I put makeup on at all. So yeah, that's kind of crazy to think. All right, what am I gonna do on the inside? I do kind of want to do something else on the inside. I think I'm going to take this little pointy Smith brush into this shade here, and I'm going to start to build that up in the inner corner right here, like the inner part of the lid. Ooh, I think that's a shimmer. Did I grab a shimmer? I can't see, man. I think it's a matte. Yeah, and I'm going to just kind of build that up here on the inner eyelid. So that I can get like a really nice soft buildup. But I really love this palette so much. It's really pretty. And like I've been seeing a lot of my friends pick it up and love it so much. So I'm so glad that Makeup by Mario brought this palette back and gave everybody a chance, you know, another chance at it, because I think a lot of people just didn't expect it to be as great as it is, because it just looks kind of like we've seen that before, but it's really special. It's a little different. It's not like the most end all be all of palettes. Okay. I mean, like, don't get your expectations overly high. It is a really, really good palette though. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And I feel like, you know, back in the day, like when Tarte had the Full Bloom, like it was just like everywhere, back before all the eyeshadow brands really started popping off, coming up with all kinds of other things. You know, like other brands started adding to the list as far as how many brands there were and stuff like that. And before really indie was super known and stuff like that, like the Tarte, the Full Bloom, the In Bloom palette, it kind of has this same color story. And so I feel like most people thought that this palette was just going to be kind of boring, but this is actually like the luxury version of the Full Bloom color story, in an elevated formula, elevated shimmers, elevated mattes, elevated packaging for sure. The formula though is just so beautiful and easy to work with. It's so great. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying the Makeup by Mario eyeshadow formula. It's really beautiful. What is this? Okay, I'm using my Rephr 01, and like, look at how big that is on my eye. Do you see? It's huge. So like, I would never need the max, the max set. I really don't. But I'm just gonna kind of, okay. How's that looking? All right, I think I kind of messed up where I have my smoke going. So let me just go back in. I'm gonna take this dark one now and just Okay, I feel like something's happening there in my inner corner, like with my eye primer and my eye witness, because my shadow's acting a little bit funny and it normally doesn't right there. Okay, we're gonna go with that. All right. Yeah, I like the way that looks. It's a little more like crazy smoky than I normally go, especially with this palette, but I do like the way that it looks. And I almost forgot to use my Pat McGrath primer for the shimmers. I'm really curious to see how these shimmers are gonna look on this primer. Because I feel like this primer really just enhances everything so beautifully. What shimmer do we want to use? Let's go with this one. It's got a little bit of like a beige undertone, and that'll go nicely with the bones in my shirt. Whoa, I have way too much primer on my eyes, so I just need to build that up a little more. Wow. It's really pretty. Okay. Yeah, 2 layers of the shimmers is what I prefer for really good impact. Wow, look at how pretty that is. And honestly, that's just like the one shade. I got a little something up in my crease. Hold on. Like I got my shimmer too far up. So that's what happens when I use my fingers, because my fingers are just way too big for like what I'm trying to do here. I do want to add a little bit of the dark one. I'm going to use a brush so that I can be detailed. I want to put this like dark shimmer kind of right on the edge by the mat, just to kind of like help blend them a little bit into each other. Do we like what that did? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just took a little bit, it took the blending and just made it too much of a line, actually. So I'm not really sure I do like it. Actually, from the side, it looks really nice. It's just the way that the light is hitting it. Maybe if I blend it with my hand, my finger. Okay. I didn't do the inside here. All right. I think that's it. I think that's the look of the day. I'm going to do something on my lower lash lines though, because I got a little carried away. Let's use the 13 mini. I feel like the 13 mini is going to be my ideal under eye color, like my under eye brush. Let's go with this one. Oh, it's so small and cute. Let's see. Perfect. Oh my God, it's the perfect size and fluffiness for it to be super detailed, but yet blended out for me. I like that a lot. And I think I just got the darker one on the other side, so they're not even matching. I used 2 different shades. Oh my God. Okay, so now we can compare since I did that. Which do you prefer on the, like, which do you prefer, the darker eye or the lighter eye? Let me know. Obviously now we're gonna have to go with the darker one because I gotta make it blend. I mean, I gotta make it match, but yeah. All right. So it's been really cold this week here in Texas, but it is going to be warming back up to the 80s like tomorrow and over the weekend. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I really like this 13 mini. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. See, the 13 mini is just like a little bit big for detail from my outer corner, but this just fits in here absolutely perfectly. Look at that. Ooh, love this brush. All right, the perfect shape for me. Perfect size, perfect shape, perfect density. All right, I think think I'm pretty happy with that. There's the eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna add some eyeliner and mascara. So let's see. I want to try the Pat McGrath Labs black liner in the waterline. I hope it doesn't burn my eyes. Never used her eyeliner before, and sometimes like they don't work. I also don't know if it runs or anything like that, so I'm gonna check this out. Usually my ride or die water liner is the About Face shadow stick because it absolutely does not bleed. So let's see if this bleeds or bunches. The About Face one does not. Like I never have black, I never end up with black eyeligers bunched up in the inner part of my eye when I use the About Face shadow stick. So I really like that. Okay, and I'm bringing the black all the way in. Okay. For the inner highlight, I'm gonna take the O2 Mini and let's try the peach first and see how that looks. It might be too like stark, but no, I actually really like that a lot. That's perfect, a perfect little touch. Just like that. Just right there. Okay. And a little bit, yeah, we'll do a little bit on the brow bone. Okay. I am going to use a synthetic brush. I'm going to use a super skinny one. Normally I do like a thicker liner, but I want to just do something kind of really thin and small, but sharp. Okay, and I need to use my enlarged mirror, so 1 sec. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some, to complete the look, I'm gonna use my new favorite everyday mascara, which is the Benefit Fan Fest. Haven't used this in 2 weeks. It's crazy. It's crazy that like literally I have not done my makeup in 2 weeks. That's insane. This already kind of feels like it's a little dry. I did close the package really well the last time I used it, so it's not that. It's just, yeah. You know, after like 2 weeks, ooh, and look, it looks like it worked even better because it is a little bit more dry. Like I didn't have to build it up as much and my lashes just went up. That's amazing. I love this mascara. It is so good. I definitely want to get a full size. And you know, the Sephora sale is actually happening right now and I have not shopped it at all. I was going to try really hard to avoid it, but like, I mean, I might as well get a discount on the stuff that I want to buy, right? It's just, I'm trying to not buy anything else because I really want to use up my product. And yeah, I'm not going to buy another one of these until I finish up all of my other new mascaras. So there's no reason to even buy one right now with the discount because I really don't know how many months it's going to be until I'm out of mascara. I have plenty of new ones that I need to go through. So Yeah, I'm just trying to use up my stuff. I want to just get through my stuff. There's no reason to keep adding more. So if you are looking for encouragement to not shop the sale, girl, me and you are in that boat together. I'm trying really hard not to shop the sale. All right, I do feel like my lashes got a little clumpy on this side. I'm gonna just comb through right there. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I might have like a bald spot there or something. What's happening? There we go. Okay, now for the lower lashes. For the lower lashes, I definitely want to use the Bad Gal Bang just because the wand is so skinny. But like you really have to take off all the excess on the edge because if not, it's just going to be way too much for the lower lashes especially. Whoa, something's hanging off. Don't want to get that stuck in my lashes. Okay. Oh God. I literally just got mascara in my fucking eye. And under it. Oh my God. I mean, amateur hour. If you're gonna mess up anywhere, on the lower lashes is one of the top ranking places to mess up as far as frequency of it. Okay. All right. Lips. I'm gonna just add a little bit of liner. I already have the Natasha Denona gloss on. I think this is in Dana. This one's a little bit warmer than Storm or Stormy. And I feel like it'll go good with the brown in my bones of my shirt and the brown shimmer. Okay. So here's the look of the day with my Makeup by Mario palette. Let me know what you think. I really like the way that it turned out. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. I just love the way all of the shades blend together. I feel like any combination is a winning combination. Like you literally can do no wrong with this palette. You can literally do no wrong with this palette. Let's see how many shades I used to create it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used 6 shades to create this look today. It's about what I usually use. I thought maybe I would use the Patrick Ta palette, but I didn't. Do I want to smoke out the edges a little bit? As a matter of fact, hold on. I want to see this palette compared to mine. Oh, fuck, what's happening here? Let me do it this way. I don't know how people do this kind of thing. Okay. I do feel like you get some of the similar tones in the palettes. Can you see that? I do feel like they look pretty similar. But of course, obviously you get the shimmers over here. But yeah, I really love this other palette too. Like this is a great palette. Do I want to add any black? I think it's smoky enough. If I add any black, you won't be able to see the wing on the edge. So I'm going to leave it just like that. go ahead and spray my face. You know, it's probably best to do your spray before you do your mascara. But actually, I don't even need to use setting spray because, like, it's not that deep. I'm just running errands today. It's fine. But yeah, so that's going to do it for today's Chatty Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I know it was a really chill, casual, just get ready for the day kind of vibe. So I hope you enjoyed. I really liked the way the makeup turned out. I really like the way that my makeup turned out today, and I'm excited to wear the look for the day to go run some errands. So yeah, I'm off now to go get some stuff done. I hope you have a great day or night, wherever you are in the world, and that you are staying safe. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, I really do. If you enjoyed the video, Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.